are here with the chairlady of SSC, who have done tremendous job in this particular period. So we deem it fit that to also invite her on this particular platform to at least hear from her for the first time in the history of SSC. For at least 2 years, they've not been in power. Through her effort, that barrier has been broken. So we would like to hear from her right now. Madam, you are welcome to Fine TV. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Thank you very much, Fine TV. Good afternoon, Fine TV. Special greetings to the students of the University of the Gambia, most especially EDUSA, that is the Education Students Association. Before you is Kumbaba, a student under the School of Education, 200 level, majoring in history and minoring in tourism and hospitality management. It's an honor to be here, Fine TV. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Madam Ba. Madam Ba, we've realized that you've been behind the scene for almost 2 years. But this time around, you've decided to do politics in the open. What gives you the motivation to this time around do politics in the open and made this particular tremendous achievement for SSC?
Yeah, thank you very much for that wonderful question. Actually, I have been in board camps as far as politics is concerned. And also I deem it's necessary for one to take time before finally making a choice in joining a camp. Because in the end, you are going to select leaders who are going to be your representatives and of course your mouthpiece to serve the students' interests. So in doing that, I took my time, I navigated both camps, and I know I cannot say much about the differences here, but I can say both camps we are doing well, but I decided to choose in or go in for the Student Service Council. That was the camp of my choice. And since then, I then started to coming up with my expertise and my experience for the past few years. I voted 2 years prior before joining or consenting completely to Student Service Council. I was voting for both camps actually, but alongside navigating, trying to understand their policies and programs. And SSC is a vibrant camp. It is a camp that I trust in because they always try to make sure that to complete their policies that are promised or the promise that they made to the students. You understand? So looking at the 14th Executive Council under the Education and Research Ministry, for an example of to defend that point of my belief, on the Alassane Njai happened to be the only minister who have successfully completed all his policies as report indicated from the SG's report. So that alone is another example of respecting policies and the programs or the promises made to these different ministers to their students, because at the end of the day, it is the students' interest that matters.
That's interesting. Madam, we've all witnessed that you've made this tremendous achievement for SSC, and we all know that to maintain the power of incumbency is not easy. So, what mechanisms will you employ in order to make sure that you will maintain being incumbent for a long period of time?
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. In SSC, if you follow their core values, unity and inclusivity is the number one respected core value, because success cannot be achieved in the absence of unity. And since the inception of this political phase, there is not for once we have that promotion that will warrant students to quit to cross carpet from SSC to Renaissance. You understand? That is because of the unity there, the understanding in that particular camp. Okay. So coming back to your question, how to maintain the incumbency depend on the 15 Executive Council. You understand? Because they made their promises to students. So EDUSANs are watching. EDUSANs have eyes, and EDUSANs are not blind. That's the slogan. You understand? And I strongly believe and respect EDUSANs. They vote based on competency. So if these selected candidates refuse to fulfill their policies and programs, the students will not also have the courage to vote them back into office or to vote for their camp, because we understand that SSC at the moment has good number of positions in the council. So if the council is affected, obviously SSC is affected or is to be blamed, because they have made promises to the students. So their performance will justify if they will maintain the incumbency. It depends on the elected ministers and of course their president.
Madam, many people were surprised how SSC become victorious over Team Renaissance. What mechanisms do you employ to make this change happen?
Thank you very much. The power of unity and also leadership ethics are paramount. And also, in one to bring in change, there must be a patient. If you have patience with the struggle, one vision, you will eventually achieve the change you are all yearning for. SSC has been a struggling camp, let me put it that way, and the Renaissance have been the dominant for quite 3 years. Actually, they were doing well. So, with unity in SSC, I have no doubt. I believe in SSC division. They have, the level of people we have there and the positive mind people we have there. I was not surprised that they will come up victorious someday, because the constant pushing, and also we have our administrative setup. It was set in a way that everybody will be given a responsibility. So when two people are performing, or two directorate offices are doing their job and the other ones are not doing their job, it will affect the outcome or the result. So all these things, we have our 10-man committee where we have the communication unit, the sport unit, the mobilizers, and all that, so many others, to be precise. So these people were given responsibilities, and also they were assigned, they were tasked on certain things to make sure that we all meet to the agenda. Yes.
Madam, we all know that politics can sometimes divide students.
Mhm.
If I may ask, what are some of the measures that you people will take in order to bring EduSans together?
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. It's like it is a question that I've seen circulating in both platform prior, even before here. But from my own consent or judgment, I know it is people are saying politics has bring division in EDUSA. I cannot say it haven't, but I can say I believe that politics cannot bring division in EDUSA. It was just a political uproar, which we all have to accept. In any institution, there is politics. Life itself, some will say it's a politic. So we have to accept this. We have to accept the fact that politics is something that we cannot do away with. But again, we have to know that politics also is something that should not bring division within the student of education. You understand? So for me, we can say it has bring some differences, but it will never destabilize our education student association, because edusans are wise and edusans are too smart to allow politics to come in between. Again, we have our leaders, and of course, the way we set our admin body, we also have the council of elders, people who are very responsible, always trying to guide these young people who are into power, because most of them are not that much perhaps exposed extensively. So sometimes with collective effort and everyone, it is a collective duty. Anyone can come out and face your minister or even your president and put something on him if he is going astray or trying to take some other ways. Myself, I will take it as a responsibility. Even the president himself, he made an error. I overheard students talking about it. I will confront the president and also put it to him in a positive way and plead in such a way that he will react to that. Because students' interests have to come first in every ministerial position. And the president also have to consult his members in the council to make sure that policies that were promised to students are implemented.
Madam, hence you are all working towards the advancement of EDUSA. If the other camp wants to collaborate with you, to work with you, will you accept it?
Very well, we will accept it. The vision is one. The people, the candidates in SSC and the candidates in Renaissance have similar vision. It's all for the growth and the development of EDUSA. So of course, yes, we will accept it, and we are fully ready to welcome any member who is ready to work hand in glove with the current council.
Finally, madam, before we take a leave of you, what will be your final message to the viewers, particularly EDUSANs?
Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers, and thank you, EDUSANs. Honestly, we did not have words for you people. The success, the wind of change that has blown, and it has indeed blown, is achieved as a result of your support, your collaboration, your commitment, and dedication towards the change, to bringing in this change. So, EDUSANS, we are grateful for you. We thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love you yesterday, today, and tomorrow. EDUSA must not die. Never forget our slogan. Thank you.
EDUSA must not die. So we'll draw down the curtains here with our able chair lady.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for appearing on Fine TV.